Hey everyone, this is Instructor T with Arm Peacemaker. Thanks for watching. Today's video we're going to be going over the equipment list for the well-regulated rifle class. The first thing you're going to need is, as we said in all other videos, an open mind. You didn't pay for a class so that you can show up and teach it. You paid for a class so that you can learn something new. So take the class, do as the instructor instructs you to do, and if you like it, adapt it into your fighting style. If you don't, cut the fat, take the meat, and move on. The second thing you're going to need is 500 rounds of rifle ammo. This is an MTM case guard AR-15 mag holder. It says they hold 15 mags, but I can fit 20 in here. 15 this way, but I can fit one in here, one in here, one in here, and two at the end. This will get you through a class, this whole thing right here. Have them preloaded so that you don't have to waste time loading your mags, and it would be nice if you have some type of colorful tape over your mags, because we do our training outside and it's very hard to find magazines once they hit the ground, because we're in an outside environment and they blend in, the black blends in with the grass and the dirt, and it's extremely difficult to find. But if you have a nice hot color making it stick out, that'll make your day a lot easier to find the magazines. Next thing we're going to need is, of course, a rifle. You're going to need either an AK-47 or most likely you're going to be bringing an AR-15. What are the essentials that you're going to need on your AR? You're going to need a sling. This one is a Tier 1 Citizen sling. It's fantastic. It's got some bungee to it. I have it listed on my website because I love it so much. I'm not getting any payback for that. I just think it's a great sling. You do not need an LPVO or a red dot. Irons is fine, but if you want, you can bring it, no problem. So obviously you're going to need your AR with a sling and with, at the very least, irons. Make sure, please, you at least have a rough 0 on your rifle. A rough 0. If it's not completely zeroed in, okay, as long as it's in the ballpark of a fist, we can work with that. It'll make your day a whole lot easier to get through. Next thing we're going to need is a pistol. You need a pistol because we do transitions. So you're going to need a semi-automatic pistol. This is a Glock 19, one of the best out there. As many other pistols you can bring. A good semi-automatic striker file pistol with a very strong sling. Not leather, not nylon, nothing flimsy. Something that'll keep its shape. Something with retention is even better. So bring yourself a pistol as well. Next thing we're going to need is at least 150 rounds of pistol ammo. Now this is well more than 150 rounds, but this gets the job done. Also, for your magazines, make sure you label them and you put a smiley face or a straight white line across your magazine. When a flat dark earth mag falls into the ground with grass and dirt, it is extremely hard to find. But if you have a smiley face and a white line, it sticks out like the moon at night. You can catch it a whole lot easier. Trust me on this. It makes finding your magazines way easier, even with black magazines. And make sure your magazines for both rifle and pistol are preloaded. It makes your day that much easier. Once again, this is an MTM case guard case for your pistol mags. These things are fantastic. Next, you're gonna need lunch. You gotta bring a lunch. You gotta stay well fed while we're doing our thing. You're gonna need a Strongside, you're gonna need a belt, a nice strong belt. This will work out very well when you have your pistol and you have your rifle pouch on your belt. That'll help you out a whole great deal. Next thing you're gonna need is eye pro. My favorite is the ESS crossbow. What are they? Crossbow suppressors. This amber lens is fantastic. It brings everything out at the range, and they're nice and thin so that when you're wearing ear pro, it's not bumpy and sticking into your head and causing pain. You barely even know it's there with how thin it is. These are great. Next, you're going to need ear protection. One of my favorites is the Howard Light Impact Sport ones. They've got the built-in microphones so that you can hear people talking. Noise cancellation for all gunfire. Gets nice and compact. Fantastic. Sturdy gun belt. We already went over that. You're going to need a minimum of 5 mags. Minimum of 5 mags for your rifle. 5 mags for your pistol would be good too. You can get away with 3. If you have 3, you can definitely get away with it, but you really need to maximize the amount of magazines you have for your rifle. Next is going to be a magazine pouch for your rifles. You can bring a micro rig if you have one, or you can get away with it with just using your back pocket, throwing a magazine into your back pocket and just having magazines at the ready. That does work. So you don't have to have some type of micro rig, but as long as you got pockets, you can do the class. Next thing is clothing that's suitable for a strenuous activity, that's seasonally appropriate. If it's cold, warm clothes. If it's hot, bring cool clothes. Rain gear. We shoot rain or shine, so you're going to need rain gear. A baseball or a Boonie hat. These hats are great. Dip them in water when you get hot. Put it on your head, keeps you nice and cool, keeps the sun off your face. These are made by Proper. These are good Boonie hats. I like these. You're going to need a hat and sunblock if you're fair-skinned. Knee pads. Knee pads are important. You want to protect your jeans or your pants, whatever kind of tactical pants you may be wearing, and you want to protect your knees. These are Alta Industries knee pads. I got a couple pairs of these, not all different colors. I got some OD green. These are my just class ones that are trashy. That don't like this color, but hey, it works. But yeah, these will save your knees and your clothes. They're optional, but it's highly recommended. And drinking water. You got to stay hydrated. Got to stay hydrated. Bug spray if you're sensitive to bugs. Pen and paper. Bring yourself a pen and paper. Make sure you're able to write down things that you may have heard, that you never heard before. Drills that you may have done that you never did before. Write them down so you can dry fire and practice later. That's vitally important. Lubrication. Cleaning and lubrication. You got to be able to clean your rifle if there's some type of malfunction or some issue. Breakthrough is one of my favorites. They have it's a synthetic type of solvent and oil, and I like it because it doesn't smell. It doesn't give out a whole bunch of odors when you're cleaning it. When you're in a small area, it's very nice. There's no smell. Cleaning it is super simple, and this does a good job. Lastly, it's not required, but it's nice to have a folding chair and a small folding table. You need some place to put all your gear and to keep it accessible, especially when we're doing eating, relaxing, sitting down. You want to be able to sit on something. You don't want to be standing up the whole time. I hope this helps. Take care.